Good evening, everyone. I, Renu Chawla, Project Assistant, welcome you all on behalf of Anon Global Foundation for the final presentation session for the 3 weeks internship program offered by Anon. I'm sure all the interns must have had their best of efforts in this 15 days training program and has an extraordinary experience while working on their topics. I welcome our jury members, Ms. Aparna Sahai, a
Hello.
retired civil servant and an activist championing the cause of gender equality, good governance, and sustainable development. She has her specialization in environment, gender, education, and governance. Currently, she is serving as Secretary Sandhan, which is Society for Study of Education and Development, a technical resource institution with pan-India presence. She is also a chairman of Sara and Manthan, which are the NGOs in Rajasthan involved in social action for rural advancement through natural resource management. I welcome you, ma'am. And I would also love to introduce Dr. Jyoti Bajaj. She is a gold medalist, special educator from Lady Irwin College, Delhi University, and gold medalist physiotherapist from Kurukshetra University. She is working as special educator and counselor with DPS Rohini since last 5 years. She excels in promoting mental health awareness and training and has conducted several training programs, webinars, and interactive sessions with students, parents, and teachers on the subject. I thank both the jury members for their valuable time. We have team We before me with us who will be sharing their ideas on the topic. Teamwork simply states it is less me and more we. The team is mentored by Raina Jain. We have Ananya Batra from Delhi, Dhruv Shah from Maharashtra, Diksha Malhotra from Delhi, Pranjal Srivastava from Rajasthan, and Rania Kalkal from Haryana. Now I request the team to please come forward and kindly start the presentation.
Phil Jackson once said, "The strength of the team lies in each individual member, and the strength of each member lies in the team." A very pleasant evening to all the jury members and the ANAN and YWCA team. We, the team We before me, are here in front of you to present our research on the topic. Teamwork simply states it is less me and more we. I'm Raina Jain, the mentor of the team. We hope you'll find this presentation informative, insightful, and illuminating. I would now request my team to take over.
It's our scheme that you can't win alone.
Strength as a team.
Gives you a backbone.
Because when we all unite,
We are rocking side by side,
then we take our flight.
way above your side.
Every day, our company, our peers, our teachers, our parents, our siblings, and majority people around us are fighting a different battle, trying to survive and end the day on a high note. However, the challenge becomes much easier when we have people around us to share the load with.
Collaboration and teamwork plays a crucial role, and not only in the success of of any business, education, or organization, but also in life as a whole.
Greetings, everyone. On behalf of the team We Before Me, I would like to thank and welcome each one of us present here, esteemed jury, members of the ANAN and YWCA team, our phenomenal mentor, and of course, my own teammates. This evening, we are here to present on the topic Teamwork simply states it is less me and more we. If we have your permission, we would like to begin. Ma'am, may we proceed?
Yes,
Yeah, sure. Please.
Thank you. Together we stand.
Together we fall.
All for one and one for all.
here is our entire team as one. We all as a team strongly believe that good teams become great ones when the members trust each other enough to surrender the me for the we.
Forgot me, remember we. We would now like to introduce, recognize, and thank the entire team on board. Meet our team.
I would like to introduce Raina Jain, our mentor from Maharashtra.
The interns Ananya Batra from Delhi, Dhruv Shah from Maharashtra, Diksha Malhotra from Delhi, Pranjal Srivastava from Rajasthan, Rania Kalkal from Haryana.
Thank you for being a uh, part of our team, everyone. Without your cooperation and dedication towards this team, internship would be impossible. We have all pulled together great work. Congratulations on getting the deal done. I feel proud and honored to share my ideas and the work ethics with my whole team.
Thank you for being an exemplary team, everyone.
Here's a map representing the states we all belong to. The purpose of this map is to demonstrate unity in diversity. Being a part of this team has made us all realize that strength lies in diversity and differences. Also, Harvard Business Review found that diverse teams are able to solve problems faster than teams of convolutionally similar people.
Moving on to the outline of the presentation, we have organized this presentation in 8 sections.
The first section being what is teamwork?
Second section, why is teamwork important?
Third section, aspects and elements of teamwork. Merits and demerits of teamwork.
How to be an effective team player.
Resolving team conflicts and coping with differences. Case studies.
And survey analysis. However, survey analysis has been incorporated in between the slides according to the concept they support and the objectives of the questions.
First of all, it is important to understand the concept of what is team and teamwork is and decipher if it is worth building. This section would basically act as a foundation of the concept teamwork.
Let us start off by first looking into the important definitions, the concepts of the motion, the first being team. A team is a group of individuals all working together for a common purpose. A team must have individuals with a common objective to achieve. Let's now shift our focus to another key term, that is teamwork. Teamwork is the collaborative effort of a group to achieve a common goal or to complete a task in the most effective and efficient way.
Teamwork enables a team to accomplish tasks faster and more efficiently than tackling projects individually. Through great teamwork, teams can find the solution that works best.
When brilliant minds with big ambitions work towards a common goal, amazing things happen. And definitely, there's no one that can stop them from being better than the best.
This is a survey analysis of the survey which we had conducted on teamwork is an important life skill. One can go learn it over time. The majority of the respondents, 87.4% of people surveyed, were said yes when it was asked that whether it is a life skill and or not, and about 1.3% denied the statement, but 11.3% also said were unsure about what could be the answer.
Here are 8 examples that demonstrate teamwork. First being the Beatles. Many people recognize the Beatles as the most famous band of all times. The Beatles showed up to work, made important collaborations, and collaborated with each other, and oversaw difficult decisions of being on a team. Toward the end of their career, they faced a crisis, a management crisis. Due to several factors, their partnership began to dissolve. Large egos demanded more control, and one member threatened to quit. How did they respond to this crisis? They put aside all their differences and rallied behind each other to create what is arguably their best album, Abbey Road.
Next is the Kings. The Kings United India is an Indian hip hop dance group from Vasai, a city in Maharashtra. The dancers have been persistent in their efforts and had their eyes on the trophy. The members had trust in each other, aced coordination, control, and discipline in the team, and demonstrated that when passionate individuals work together towards a common goal and decide to achieve it, no one can stop them.
Third, being NASA Apollo 11 team, a huge milestone for science as well as for mankind. NASA in 1969 Apollo 11 mission is a great demonstration of top performing teams. Teamwork matters. The three Apollo 11 astronauts were not close friends. They had different perspectives, but they made it work. They interacted successfully under most and extreme pressures and circumstances. For leaders, don't need to be best friends with their colleagues, but in order to be an effective team player, they do, however, need to accept and respect the different people around them and contributions they have offered.
The next example we present is Nick Fury, The Avengers. So, if you're a movie buff or watch Marvel movies, this will totally make sense. This is a brief but an effective example. So, why do we think Nick Fury brought together the Avengers? It was because Nick knew that if the planet faced bigger dangers, Iron Man alone could not handle everything himself. He knew that a team of superheroes will always be more effective than any superhero alone. So, Nick Fury understood the importance of teamwork and collaboration and presented with us such a wonderful masterpiece.
Next, the All Blacks. All Black Seeds to replace the me with the we. They were of the belief that no one is bigger than the team. The team always comes first. Significantly, the All Blacks team culture is one that always puts the team before any individual, no matter how talented they might be. It is this obsession with the unity of the team that makes them an awesome winning unit.
Now, considering the example from what are a wonderful example of teamwork.
Taking examples from our own home, own country, the India's national cricket and India's national football team. Well, India's national cricket team has faced a lot of challenges since. They suffered crushing defeat, yet recovered equally fast and won the next match. The players showed determination despite severe injuries. They took the challenge head on and looked for fresh solutions instead of getting frustrated by difficult conditions.
These are just few examples of teams that have demonstrated great teamwork. The list of such examples is endless. It is the communication, collaboration, and accountability of discipline that has helped these passionate individuals to work as a team and achieve their great heights.
Teamwork has become the buzzword of this decade. The purpose of this section is to understand why teamwork is important, why is it necessary to surrender the me for the we, and why teamwork matters.
Firstly, teamwork unites people.
When a group of people work together in a healthy and happy environment, they are more likely to bond friendships and develop trust. Teamwork proves the saying, united we stand and divided we fall.
Secondly, teamwork fosters a learning environment.
When different people come together to work on a same project, there's chance of learning from one another.
Third point is teamwork teaches people how to respectfully and confidently express their ideas and opinions effectively in a group setting.
Fourth, it creates synergy where the sum is greater than the parts. It fosters better effects and results. Synergy also helps generate better solutions to problems and achieve the organizational vision and mission both.
Fifth, teamwork enables you and your workforce to split difficult tasks into simpler ones. Then work together to complete them faster.
Six, when we work together and succeed as a team, they form bonds that can turn into trust and friendship. Thus, teamwork cultivates stronger work relationships.
Seventh, teamwork simply makes you more open to different things and implies that you get new ideas and learn new things from other members of the team. Thus, teamwork creates opportunities for new ideas and perspectives.
When the team work as a joint unit, they are more likely to take bolder decisions and display better productivity. Thus, the points discussed clearly states the importance of teamwork and why it matters. And that being said, teamwork is definitely something worth building.
Here are three statistics that support the concept of teamwork and demonstrate that teamwork and collaboration has a prominent place in the near future. The first being a McKinsey study found that teams made up of members from diverse backgrounds, that is diversity in terms of gender, age, ethnicity, class, creed, etc., are more creative and perform better by up to 35%.
According to the team building statistics, 70% of the workers claim that they will spend more time to collaborative platforms in the future. Deloitte is an Anglo-American multinational professional service network. Nearly employees can workspace collaboration having more prominent place in the future.
The 2014 Tiny Pearls Employee Engagement and Organizational Culture report surveyed more than 2 lakh employees. Participants reported that having the respect of their peers was the hashtag number one reason they go to they go to the extra mile at work.
This is a question that we surveyed, that what do people prefer, working in a team or working individually? The majority of the respondents, that is 68.9% to be precise, who were surveyed reported that they prefer working on a team over independent work, whereas 32% claimed that they prefer working individually.
The third section includes aspects and elements of teamwork. What are the keys to a great teamwork? What makes a good team great? And what all aspects are required for a team to prosper are a few questions we would be addressing as part of our discussion on this section now. This flowchart represents various aspects and elements of teamwork. Let us discuss each one of them in detail.
First, leadership. Here is a quote to start with. We are either supporting the vision or supporting the division. Leadership is an art of motivating people to act towards accomplishing a common goal. Effective leadership is to inspire people and engage them in a team through effective communication.
Next is collaboration. Collaboration keeps everyone safe from extra work and they Distribute the work equally. A study from Science Direct shows that people who work collaboratively stick to their tasks 64% longer than colleagues who work alone. The same study reveals that organizations that promotes collaborative working are 5 times more likely to perform well.
Let's now shift our focus to communication. Communication is an extremely fundamental and life skill for survival of humans, as well as an organization. Effective communication plays an important role in keeping the team together and makes the work atmosphere positive and livable.
Next is confidence. Confidence is often considered as a soft skill, and experience shows that confidence is a life skill that can and should be learned and practiced. Well, with the world being more competitive than ever, the best way to stand out is to show the confidence, show our confidence. Stand tall, be proud, and enjoy what you do. After all, that is the most important thing.
Let's shift our focus to another aspect, that is commitment. Diamonds are nothing more than the chunks of coal that stuck to their jobs. All members of high impact team must be fully committed to achieving the team's mission and goals. Each member must devote a reasonable amount of time.
Next aspect is trust. Trust is knowing that when a team member does push you, they are doing it because they care for the team. Trust makes it easy for members to share their joys, struggles, and that makes them more of a family than just a workmate.
Next aspect is conflict resolution. We will be discussing this concept in the sections further.
Next aspect is team delegation.
Delegation of authority is very important to any organization as it empowers employees or team members. Task delegation improves efficiency, productivity, and time management.
One of the most important aspects of teamwork is respect. We are not only a team because we work together, we are a team because we respect, trust, and care for each other. Encouraging mutual respect will help to one, reduce stress, two, resolve conflicts, and three, find better solutions to problems. Thus, for any team to be successful, it is critical that the team members respect each other.
Moving on to
With
the
this,
survey analysis.
with this, we will like to show you a video.
I guess the video is not audible.
Sorry.
The
The
video.
video is not audible.
Okay, so sorry. Just a second, ma'am. Extremely sorry.
Tomato is a natural source of eyes. Can we stay awake, please? I can't read the book. Yes, tomato is a natural source of eyes. Yes. Oxalic acid.
Loud noise detected. Brain, can you decipher the noise?
Ears? That's the alarm. Legs? Let's get going. On it. Arms? Grab the backpack, please. Hands? We are going to need some extra help with these books.
Sure thing.
Nice work, everyone. Good job. Only 20 minutes till school starts. Sir,
There's a lion growing down here.
stomach, just calm down. Can we stop at a bathroom? Bladder, what's your level? We really gotta go. It's 99.9%.
You know that's exaggeration.
Fine, it's 98.9.
I'm warning you, I'm feeling queasy.
Lex, pull it together and get us to a bathroom fast.
You are not in charge of me.
Well, we are not going anywhere unless you start moving.
I don't have to do what you guys say.
We're going to at least need a sneakers sometime soon.
Hey, if we're not working together, if we don't collaborate and cooperate with each other, we'll have to stand here for the whole day.
Okay, fine. Where to?
Alright, so let's go to the washroom first and then to the locker. Works?
Okay.
Well done. Great teamwork. Lex, take us to the class. Hands, please carry the textbook with you.
Through this video, we've tried to demonstrate one example of our body that how important it is to communicate, to collaborate, and work with each other. Even our body cannot work without any collaboration or without showing teamwork. Because if one of the body part does not agree to work, the entire body will face the crisis. So this clearly shows how important teamwork is, and it is important in our daily lives too because teamwork surrounds us everywhere we go.
Next, we have the survey analysis. We asked people what are their preferences of an effective team player. So, out of total of 230 responses, the top three preference of the majority respondent is open communication, a common goal, and mutual accountability. The entire statistical data is presented on the screen here. Please refer to it for a detailed report of the respondent given by the respondents.
Then we asked them the question that should the communication in a team be transparent, and 94.3% of the respondents believe that communication in the team should be transparent. There is a clear majority in this question. Most of the people believe that there should be honest and open communication in a team.
Next, we asked the question, how would you distribute work to your team if you are the leader? Well, 85.7% of the respondents claim that if they are the leader, they would try to know the strengths and weaknesses of each member, discuss with everyone, and then distribute the work or task.
The fourth section deals with the merits and demerits of teamwork. The purpose of this is to get clear perspective of positive and negative aspects of teamwork and figure out the solution of how would you turn the negatives into positives. Starting with the merits, it gives productivity a boost and promotes innovations.
You work with more creativity when a job involves a diverse environment, producing more innovation with each brainstorming exercise.
The second point being it offers a comprehensive support network to each member. Now, the reality is that everyone faces a challenging time in their life when nothing seems to go right for them. So, having the team can lift you up during your hard times and can help you provide with the guidance and support necessary to shift to the other side to be positive. Also, the teamwork creates an environment which typically reduces stress, strengthens focus, and encourages higher level of self-confidence.
Third is it improves communication and encourages healthy risk taking.
Fourth, it helps to develop the leadership qualities in a team members.
Fifth is teamwork expands professional networks.
Discussing the demerits of the teamwork, it creates opportunities for some people to take a free ride.
Second, it may create a loss of available resources.
There are times when a team will lose its focus collectively because it looks towards the end result more than the steps needed to get there in the very first place. When a team fails, falling into factions and divisions,
Everyone loses.
Third, it can create conflict at home or in the workplace.
Fourth, it promotes and prevents individual workers from finding ways to excel.
Fifth, creates the inevitable yes person. There will always be a few workers on a team that prefer to focus on the well being of others instead of putting forth their own ideas. They agree with whatever the strongest personality in the room suggests.
230 respondents, when asked the question that do you think when solving difficult problems working in a group will motivate to try them harder compared to solo work, 71.3% claimed that they would be motivated while they are working on a group, and 24.8% were in a fix, whereas only 3.9% claimed that solo work over team would motivate them. So this clearly states the majority believes that working on a team gives motivation.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how much support are you able to get from your teammates? So when we surveyed about this, we got a response of majority of two responses we got. One was majority of the respondents responded that they are able to get great deal of support from their teammates.
the purpose of this section is to understand the importance of being a great team player and suggest ways on how to be a great team player.
First, it's meeting your deadline. Reliability is especially important during group projects. After all, if a team member misses a deadline, the mistake can negatively affect the entire team. Deadlines help us to collaborate towards achieving a shared goal and to keep complex multi stage projects on the track. This means we can take control of our work free of confusion.
Second is being open minded. Being open minded means welcoming new ideas, arguments, and information that you typically do not align with.
Third is appreciate other people's work style. Figuring out how to work well with a variety of personalities can definitely be challenging, but understanding how each of your colleagues work best can make you a better team player.
Fourth, adapt quickly.
Fifth, be a good communicator. Be involved and active within the group. If you sit silently while someone else discusses an idea that you know that won't work, you could damage the team's chances of achieving the outcomes.
Sixth, focus on the team's goal.
While you want to distinguish yourself as a top performer poised for greatness, it's still important to focus on the bigger picture when working on a group project.
You may have done a stellar job on the part of the presentation you were responsible for, but that matters too little if the overall project fails to achieve what you needed it to do.
Seventh, celebrating your peers' success. Once you really understand why teamwork is important and value the being a part of a team player, you will want to ensure you are doing everything you can to support your co-workers. Like one of the easiest way to do this would be an authentic relationship with a co-worker is to give credit where it is due.
Let's be reliable and responsible.
Ninth, be a problem solver.
10th, actively listen.
You are a great team player if you respectfully consider the viewpoints and ideas of people as well.
Active listening is harder than you think. When you hear someone saying something you don't initially agree with, keep from interrupting and don't let your mind prepare any counter remarks.
When we surveyed that, majority of the respondents in the survey, when asked how would you handle handle it if there was a problem within a member of your team not doing their fair share of work, many of the respondents replied that they would talk to them alone rather than in a meeting in front of everyone. 80.9% of people believe that talking to them alone would be a better idea.
The next question was, on a scale of 0 to 10, how well do members of the team share responsibilities for tasks? Surprisingly, there have been equal responses for two options, that is 8 and 10. Respondents claim that members share responsibility for tasks extremely well. Hey, wait, I think we have missed a slide.
No, don't interrupt. This is the slide that was successfully presented.
Hold on, she's right. We have missed.
Why are you guys teaming up against me? I just did what was supposed to be decided.
Everyone, just calm down. Let's not blame each other, please. We are a team, and even if there's a mistake or some problem, we can solve it out together. Let's just continue. We're all here to support each other. Sometimes it is necessary to surrender the me for the me, isn't it?
Yeah.
I second that.
Agreed.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
That's not an issue. This was not a real conflict. This was just a medium we opted to demonstrate that there are possibilities for conflicts and differences in the team, but resolving them effectively is what matters. So, this section discusses solutions so as to how conflicts can be resolved. So, when a conflict is resolved effectively, it leads to many benefits, such as accomplishing goals and strengthening relationships. But on the other hand, conflict can also be damaging. If handled ineffectively, conflict can quickly turn into personal dislike and even lead to a breakdown of a relationship or the entire team, too. So, in a team, the goal of conflict resolution is not to decide which person is right and which person is wrong, but the goal is to reach a solution that everyone can live with and agrees to.
This slide demonstrates three essential and effective steps that a team can proceed with in order to resolve any conflicts in the team. And step one being acknowledging the conflict. Once the team recognizes the issue, it can start the process of resolution. Next, discuss the impact. As a team, discussing the impact of the conflict that will be having on the team dynamics and
Agree to communicate cooperative process. This means putting the team first and may involve setting aside your opinion or ideas for the time being. Agree to communicate. The people involved need to talk about the issue and discuss their strong feelings. Active listening is essential here.
Step two being understand the situation. Once the team is ready to resolve the conflict, the next stage is to understand the situation and each member's point of view. Take time to make sure that every person's position is heard as well as understood.
Clarifying positions. Whether there are obvious factions within the team who support a particular option, approach, or idea, or each team member holds their own point of view, each position needs to be clearly identified and articulated by those who are involved.
Step 3 is to reach an agreement. Now that all parties understand the other's position, the team must decide what decision or course of action to take.
If further analysis and evaluation is required, agree what needs to be done, by when, and by whom, and so plan to reach agreement within a particular time scale.
When conflicts is resolved, take time to celebrate and acknowledge the contributions everyone has made towards towards reaching a solution. This can hold team team cohesion and confidence in their problem solving skills and can help to resolve conflicts further. This three-step process can help solve team conflicts and effectively and efficiently.
Switching over to the survey analysis, we asked, do you believe it's important to intervene in order to resolve a conflict in your team? Not as a boss, but just as a mediator. 74.8% of people think that, yeah, we can do that. And 22.6% were very unsure about the same.
Now, since we are nearing the end of this presentation, let us have a glimpse at two case studies that demonstrate how important teamwork is to attain success, and that with great teamwork, together everyone achieves more.
The first case study we will be taking up is that of Starbucks Corporation, the most famous chain of retail coffee shops in the world. Successful not only due to quality of coffee but also employee satisfaction. Starbucks is an optimal business model for that shows the strategies of employee motivation and teamwork.
Motivation and personal satisfaction should be the first part or the first rank. A good relationship between managers and employees could maintain a high quality and performance.
Just like Starbucks, to use the correct strategy would lead to a successful path.
The next case study we will be discussing is that of the Chipko movement or Chipko Andolan. The Chipko movement or the Chipko Andolan was a forest conservation movement in India. It began in 1973 in Uttarakhand, then a part of Uttar Pradesh at the foothills of Himalayas, and went on to become a rallying point for many future environmental movements all over the world.
This movement is a great demonstration of teamwork. Men and women from various backgrounds gathered to stand around trees to prevent them from being cut.
It was a great demonstration of coordination, collaboration, leadership, willpower, and achieving a common objective.
With this, we come to the end of our presentation. As our internship draws to a close and we reflect on all that we have learned, we realize that what an excellent experience this definitely has been. Thank you so much, jury members. It was lively, engaging, illuminating, and fulfilling because of your presence. And we're supremely grateful for the time and support everyone present here has so generously given. This approach definitely takes time and effort, and our entire team, we before me, highly appreciates it. We are all contented to be a part of the Anand family. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to demonstrate our value to the team. We now would be elated to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank
Can
you.
you stop sharing the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, team. We before me for this wonderful presentation. Now, I would like to request Aparna ma'am to share her views regarding the presentation and move on with the question answer round.
Congratulations, team V before me. It was an exhaustive presentation and difficult one also, because I would like to know what was the group dynamics, because there was, as Dhruv said, why are you teaming up against me? You didn't say why are you ganging against me. Hmm? You were in a minority, but group dynamics happens and teams form. You know, it's a very dynamic process, and it's also a very interesting process. Sometimes it is also a very frustrating process. And I also feel the aspect that you did not touch is that our education system somehow does not promote teamwork. The teacher always says, look at me, concentrate, don't talk to each other. Your seating arrangement also in the class is such that you sit one behind other. There is no round tables, or for that matter at home also parents encourage you maybe not to play cricket and football or hockey. They insist that you play rather tennis or badminton or any such game where you can excel, because they feel that teams, you know, if the team is not good, you are going to lose. But I think that team is, you know, you expand it to uh, together empowering to achieve more, as you presented. This is the word I came across, that team is the short form for together empowering to achieve more. And focus is the important aspect for that. And to focus, I generally talk about these 5 F's, that your goal is, you have to focus on the goal. To be a good team, you have to be friendly, you have to be fair, you have to be firm, you have to be flexible, and you have to be frank. So, you know, this is what constitutes good teams. And I also feel that uh, create such habits which lead the team towards the goal. Integrity is important. Habits are important. Rituals are important. I'm sure when you started to work on this, were there any particular things that you said? Punctuality is one thing. Nobody is going to be late. We are going to fine. I mean, this is just a small question. Of course, we are exceeding the time limit. But if there was something very challenging which you would like to say, that while working on this topic, this was the difficulty we faced. And of course, we've put the rosy picture across, but working in teams is difficult. Is there any of you, any one of you from the team, including the mentor, Raina, that teamwork is difficult to
I
accomplish?
would let them speak first and then I'll say.
May I?
Yeah.
So basically, we all were very like this topic that has been allotted to us. This was my very first preference, and I strongly believe that we as humans need to communicate and cooperate everywhere we go, because
Absolutely.
we have people around us and we need to communicate and express. For that, teamwork is important. We cannot always be against people, we cannot always keep our point forward every time. So I believe this topic has taught us a lot. I always believe that teamwork is an important life skill, but never went into such an in-depth research. And now, since we have examples, we have statistics, and we also have myths versus realities, I realize that teamwork is definitely a very important life skill. And I also believe it could be difficult. It gets difficult to meet deadlines, but we did manage to do that as well together.
Thank you. It was a nice presentation. Congratulations, Ananya, Raina, Diksha, Dhruv, Rania, Pranjal. It was very enlightening. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations, team. It was wonderful. That's how I would like to start my comments with. Your presentation was very good, very exhaustive,
And I think you covered almost every aspect related to teamwork. You talked about benefits, you talked about efficiencies, you gave the examples. Uh, right. And yeah, special compliment for the movie. The example that you taken, how you showed the synergy of the body to accomplish a task. Very important, very nicely done. I thought it was very creative, so that deserved a special compliment.
Thank you,
You're
ma'am.
right. Talent.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Absolutely. That was I think the showstopper of the entire presentation. I really liked it. The deficiencies you had mentioned, children, I would say, given the benefits of working in a team, the social skills that you learn, the other skills like communication that you learn, it helps to build a lot of self-confidence. It reduces a lot of bullying. And that's an important essence to success in life. I think all the deficiencies are doable. You need to have a flexible attitude, you need to be receptive, you need to be open minded, you need to be adaptable. That is very, very important. And one more thing which I would like to highlight is to work effectively in a team. A skill which is very, very important is effective communication. You did touch upon this aspect. And the two components of effective communication are effective listening and effective speaking. And I would highlight more effective listening. I would like to reiterate that to work in a team, it is very, very important to listen to the opinions and ideas of other before and keeping them before your own. It's important to express, but at the same time it is very, very important to listen to what the others are presenting or the ideas that the others have. So that is one thing which I wanted to add. Aparna ma'am has already asked the question which I also thought to ask. That is something which you can relate to practically. What was your group dynamics and did you face any challenges? Now, one question that you had taken up in your project, I really liked it. How would you handle it if there was a problem with a member of your team not doing their fair share of work? Now, this question you put across to all the respondents. Any one member of the team, I would like to know your opinion on this question. I'll repeat it. How would you handle it if there was a problem with a member of your team not doing their fair share of work? How would you handle it?
Ma'am, I would like to go ahead. Go ahead.
Please, Dhruv, go ahead.
So, when we put forth this question that how will you handle a team member who is not doing his fair share of job? So our motive was when we work in a team, in a college or in a project or anywhere like a job or any such place. People, lot of time happens that leaders of the job or anywhere, it happens that people just say it on your face in front of meeting or in front of everybody, which is technically demotivating the person who is doing that work, which reduces the morale of the person who is working. So while putting this question forward, we thought that we should let others, we should let inquire others, ke how will others react on the situation when they become a team leader or when they become a part of a team member who is very, very important. So each and every member of team is very, very important. So even when we meet in person, when we meet that person personally and ask them to do so and so work, it is very important to be polite and kind so that the other person understands that there is respect and there is efforts for him to work on this. That's what our motive was, to find out people who actually are interested in working instead of just putting the work, like we discussed, the delegation. Put the leaders put their work to their subordinates. That is delegation. Instead of just delegating it casually or pointing it out casually, it is a very, very good thing to ask them out separately and talk to them about what problems they are facing.
Agree, Dhruv.
Ma'am,
That is what we even Aparna ma'am meant when she said group dynamics. Yeah, Raina, you want to say something?
just a quick. I just want to say something in short.
Yeah.
Ma'am, both of you asked different questions, but I'll just combine both of them and say in short. There were conflicts in our team as well. There were misunderstandings. There were things like this person is working more and that person is working more. So what we did was we had a session wherein I asked everyone what problems they were facing, and each one individually they communicated to me what was the problem, what they felt. Sometimes they feel the other members are not doing it. So they communicated in front of everyone, and we had a very healthy discussion, and we found solutions to each person's problems, and we that is how we resolved or whatever conflict was going on. So I think whatever we've presented, we've actually implemented it during the course of this presentation.
Great,
And
great,
you have
Ryan.
something to laugh on, you have something to remember for. Jyoti, in the
Yeah.
government, I worked in the government for about 40 years. हम लोग कहते थे कि 10% ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो सचमुच में एफिशिएंट होते हैं, 50% लैगर्ड्स होते हैं कि कागज को लिया, फाइल पर टाइम पर लगा दिया, और उसके बाद में देयर आर अबाउट 40% पीपल हु आर जस्ट दे आर जस्ट देयर, मूर्तियां हैं उसके लिए. बट द फैक्ट इज इन अ टीम it's like you gave the example of sense organs, so others make up for those who are not very efficient. But the team members are interesting. जिसने नहीं किया, जो पंक्चुअल नहीं था, वो याद रहेगा, और जो ज्यादा एफिशिएंट था वो भी याद रहेगा.
So work cohesively towards one common goal. That is what teamwork is all about. So have that bird's eye view. That is very important. It's like you say, it's we before me. So wonderful done, children. Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Great talking to you all and presenting.
I have something to add because I was just waiting if I have 1 minute. I think I can just actually, this topic was about we over me. So I just have one small question, that how do you deal with recognition hungry people, or people who are always looking out for credit in a team? For them, team dynamics are okay. They'll do their part really well, but they're really credit hungry and recognition hungry. So how do you deal with them is my question to the team. So if you can answer.
Yeah.
If I could go further.
Sure.
So, talking about credit hungry people, I believe it's human nature to take the credit. And even when we're not working, we need some credit. And whereas when we are working and we don't get the credit, that really, just turns our mood off. So, I believe that everybody should be given their equal credit, and nobody should be like denied or maybe should be avoided that उसने काम कर दिया, चलो ठीक है. It should not be this way. Everyone should be respected and given the equal amount of credit for their work. And regarding if a person requires more credit and more attention to work more efficiently, why not? After all, we have to achieve something. So I feel this could be a possibility.
Can I
I
add
completely
one
agree to
sentence?
that.
Can I add
Very
one sentence?
diplomatic, huh?
Yes, ma'am, Jyoti ma'am.
See, when we are talking of the team, I think we should leave the credits aside. It is the credit to the entire team, no individual credit to everyone. When you started presenting, we didn't know who had contributed what to this presentation. But what both of us said was, wow, the presentation was very good. I know there would have been some clashes somewhere or at many places, but what came out was a quality product. So when we talk of teamwork, we leave the individual credits aside. What we have to give is one team, one work. That is what you should be thinking of. Credits छोड़ दो, individually बहुत कुछ है करने के लिए हमारे पास, बहुत skills, बहुत talent है. I've written a phrase, talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships.
That is very true.
Completely agreed.
Absolutely.
Great talking to you.
Okay, I think with this we come to the end. Thank you so much, Renu.
So once again, I want to thank our jury members, mentor and Anon team for this delightful evening and your valuable time for this wonderful session. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great day.
You all too, and you all can